Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, December 16, 2022. With today's transits, it's better to approach things in a relaxed, creative way, where appropriate, keeping in mind that things may not be clear-cut. You may feel out of wind, or motivation levels come up lacking temporarily. What inspired you in the past may not cut it or need some adjustments. Instead, you might seek a different source of inspiration. A lack of focus now can point to a need for a break or personal refreshment. You may be hedging a little. Try to release the pressure to fill specific goals quickly. If you're considering something new, remind yourself of your usual limits since boundaries are unclear. Darkness could be reaching out to you like demons from the shadows today. Don't let yourself be pulled into danger. You may even feel like you're slipping from reality as you begin to spin within the sea. The mighty sun will get into a virulent conflict with sneaky Neptune today, which will make everyone anxious, insecure, and paranoid. When it comes to your personal or romantic life, you could feel like communication is spiraling off the rails. Don't make any important agreements and don't try to discuss emotions or ideas with your significant other. Everyone is half drunk on danger. Watch what you say. As the moon enters feminine Virgo today, your intuition and perception are heightened as you talk with coworkers or about work. But you need to let go of any critical flair that comes with this lunation, especially as the sun in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces. Being open, honest, and direct is preferred with coworkers about work matters. But you may find that today is not the time to air your opinions about the future of your professional obligations or your professional journey, since something might get lost in translation. Thanks to the moon's departure from your income sector yesterday, as you move into the sun's final 7 days in your work sector and ahead of Jupiter's return to your career sector in 6 days, there is a sense of where the money is, but also a sense of confidence. With no planetary activity in your income sector but the stars starting to align on the job and career fronts, the timing couldn't be better. There is a lot of stuff to look at when we begin to examine our health, and especially our diets. Behavior learned from childhood does not fade fast. Food is everywhere, even in our relationships. It is a key way in which we relate to the world. Changing your diet changes who you are on some level, and this can be exhausting. Don't be discouraged if you become overwhelmed. Remember that if you think about food in a healthy way, you are already making progress. If you consulted with your doctor today, chances are your physician would tell you that a dose of fun is what you need most. And with this fun-loving day, you may not want to do anything but get together with some loved ones if possible. Go for it. You work hard most of the time, and after a while, even you aren't going to be too productive if you don't get away. Organize your schedule to include this important factor. Thanks to the moon's departure from your income sector yesterday and its friendly aspect just before leaving, there is a chance to move into the sun's last 7 days in your work sector with confidence. This has not only left you with a better sense of where the money is but with a better read on what is evolving across the income, work, and career fronts. In the meantime, the moon has moved on and is not only making its last visit to your communication sector for the year but today forms a friendly aspect to Venus and Mercury, in the heart of their first full week in your relationship sector. The moon's last visit to your communication sector for the year couldn't come with better timing. This not only puts the moon here during Venus and Mercury's first full week in your relationship sector but into a friendly aspect to both the planets of love and communication today, making it easier to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Themes today revolve around passion, activity, optimism, and the way energy moves. Be aware of your personal boundaries, and remove yourself from any situation in which people don't respect your thoughts or voice. Confusion could hang fairly thick in the air, so try not to get immersed in situations that don't make sense to you. Watch out for gaslighting behavior in yourself and others, and don't let anyone invalidate your feelings with conversational gymnastics. Intensify contacts to people, because they find you particularly likable right now. Plan your leisure time with family and good friends, and most importantly, make your plans together. You might feel like ringing up an old friend. The time is perfect to revive and strengthen old ties. This will make it easy for you to make new contacts and maybe even lifelong friendships. You may feel that others are acting unusually. You must quietly accept their conduct and not get upset if things temporarily don't go your way. Maybe you're more irritable and easily upset by things that have not mattered for a long time, or possibly the answer is just a simple case of getting some much-needed rest. The desire to break free from restrictive situations is real today, and you might have trouble focusing on tasks at work or school. Remember to ground yourself and focus on your breath if you feel overwhelmed. Use the energy today to set your intention to pursue your wildest dreams, but don't take any drastic action now. The lunar energy can be unpredictable and unstable, so expect the unexpected today and try not to let people or situations get the better of you. After midnight, the moon enters Virgo, exiting its void of course which began yesterday morning. During this lunar period, we achieve emotional equilibrium via organizational or logistical efforts. We want our lives to run as efficiently as possible, and are attracted to systems that mitigate stressors. Over the next 2 days, we look for ways to be of service to others. This can be a very productive time, ideal for decluttering our surroundings and getting routines in good working order. However, with such high standards, we can also be especially critical of others and ourselves. Whatever you take on seems to work out well, and everyone who you come into contact with admires the enthusiasm and expertise you show, giving a welcome boost to your self-confidence. Make sure you respect those who admire you and don't behave in an egotistical way. You may still need their continuing support if things do not turn out as expected. Go out and enjoy life to the full. You exude an inner calm and spontaneity that others find irresistible, so join in activities with them. Start a new hobby or visit an old friend. Whatever you do, reflect and find out what's been on your mind. Unable to connect with others as easily as normal, you feel misunderstood, deciding those around you are behaving unacceptably. It is important to allow some distance between you, rather than have endless discussions. Incorporate their point of view and feelings, which ultimately enhances your relationship. After sunup, the Sagittarius Sun squares off with Neptune in Pisces, facilitating self-deception. We might feel guilty, ashamed, or paranoid about actions taken, even if they don't warrant such scrutiny. As our self-esteem takes a nosedive, those with malicious intent recognize our vulnerable state and may seek to exploit it. We risk placing our faith in bad actors and becoming gullible to their schemes. If possible, avoid making deals or important decisions today. Steer clear of mind-altering or addictive substances. Expect misunderstandings or misdiagnoses. This is a better transit to use for artistic or creative experimentation than spiritual studies or divinatory practices.